Hello there, how are we this fine day? Tim from overwhelmingtraffic.com. I'm here today talking to you all about viral marketing and how it's a method to get massive traffic for you. Okay, so let's start. What is viral email and viral marketing in general? Well, think about it really as just a method or a way to get your message out there to a boatload of prospects by using the power of other people. In other words, word of mouth. The idea is to spread your message much like a real virus would spread in the world. Infection in this case, though, is actually a great thing. In this context, it's your audience becoming aware of you and your campaign and passing on the information about you to other people. Now, the actual message that you're trying to get out can, of course, be in many formats. Anything from email, videos, podcasts, documents, etc., and pretty well everything else in between. The purpose is to convince internet users who already have your information to share that information with other people they know, which massively increases the number of people who find out your information. And of course, one of the best things is it's not going to cost you anything. It's all done virally, which is something you don't need to control, and well, you can't control, and it's not something that you have to pay for either. Now, firstly, let me make it very clear that I'm not advocating sending spam out to millions of people. In the past, people have actually got the idea that viral marketing means just finding a list of a million emails and sending out emails to people unsolicited. Certainly that's not the case. Apart from the legalities of doing that, sending spam is not very smart because it's not wanted, and even if it happens to be read by the person, it's certainly not going to spread, is it? After all, if it makes it past the spam folders, which these days is becoming less and less likely, and it actually makes it into someone's inbox, it's just going to get deleted when and if it is actually looked at anyway. So really, it's just a waste of time. There is, I believe, a very small percentage of people who actually buy or do read spam messages, but they're very, very much in the minority. And I would go as far to say it's very doubtful that your target market are people who are looking for products in spam. Now, the topical phrase of many articles talk about relevant, useful content and how that's the key, and I would certainly agree with that. Providing real value to potential future customers is your ticket to success, and that's the type of information that you want to go out virally, because that's then going to be passed on by other people who also hopefully find the information to be very useful. So how do you get internet users to do the work for you? How do you actually convince them to do it? Spreading your viral stuff is what we're talking about, spreading that message virally. Well, as I've mentioned, you need to be doing something that's relevant and useful. In other words, the information that you're presenting has to have perceived value. The person who has received your message has to really believe it'll give value to someone. Otherwise, they're not going to spread it to anyone else, are they? They're just going to, they're probably just going to just delete it. One thing I found in this industry is the real power of partnerships. It's really a lot easier to get your message out to the masses if you have friends in the industry with large mailing lists of their own. But you can also start small and build up slowly over time. Let's say you've just released a new ebook. You currently have a mailing list of, say, 2,000 prospects, people who have expressed an interest or actually purchased something from you in the past. Now, your info product would, of course, be in a related niche, so that you can feel sure that you'll generate at least some interest from your readers, because you're hopefully supplying some information that they can get some value out of and will be interested in. So the first step would be, in this case, to send an offer to your list, if you've got a list, and you'll capture some people hopefully who want to actually buy your product. But what you'll find is if the information truly is valuable, that these people may actually share that information with other people. So even if you're not actually selling a product, you might be providing a free report, for argument's sake, which requires someone to leave their email address. Well, your friend might already be on your list, and they might send the link off to the friend saying, look, hey, I've got this guy's information, it's very useful, it's very interesting, why don't you sign up for it? So someone else has sent you web traffic, in other words. And in an ideal world, what will then happen is once that person has now subscribed to your mailing list, they find the information and think, well, this is good stuff. My friend was right. I'm going to send it off to my friends. And so on and so forth. And before you know it, you've got a multitude of people all sending off information to their other friends, who are then in turn themselves connecting to your mailing list or subscribing to your mailing list and also sending the information to their friends. Now this is only going to happen if the information that you're presenting, that you're providing, is very useful information. If it's just like a link to an affiliate product, chances are it's not going to go viral. But if it's something truly that people will think, hey, heck, this is really valuable, then yes, it can and will go viral. And now that's the power of word of mouth advertising. It's really, is there any other more powerful force in advertising than getting your customers or your prospects telling their friends, their family, and their colleagues how cool, hip, and fantastic you and your products are? This is really viral marketing in full swing, isn't it? If you can get other people telling their friends about your information, and once they sign up and they tell their friends, as I've mentioned before, you're going to see it's not going to take long at all until you've got many thousands of people with your information, or who then have your information and can hopefully take it to the next level, and you can start promoting another product and doing other things to them. And these people are going to be happy. They're going to be wanting to buy your products. Maybe you're going to need to buy more servers for your website because the old one's blowing up from the massive amount of web traffic you've received. You're not going to know unless you give it a try, unless you really get that information together and make a start today and actually do it. I urge you to take the time to learn more about viral marketing. I'm sure that you will greatly benefit from taking advantage of these techniques. Applied correctly in your niche, you're really going to dominate. You're going to do a lot better than your competition, the people who are just selling products, by giving out that free information, encouraging people to share it. It's really going to ultimately benefit you in the long run. Well, I'll leave it there for now. Thanks for listening / watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and more information will be coming out soon. Cheers for now.